Since it's Friday night, I thought I would tell you guys a little bit about why I'm motivated to be a bodybuilder at 33 years old and, why I moved out of Texas and moved to Alaska, of all fucking places. But, okay. So basically, can't you see my sweet ass pecs right here? Just joking. I'm not that full of myself, but basically, I'll just give it to you straight. My brothers and sisters, majority of them, if not all of them, because I've got two brothers and one sister. They're all on drugs. Meth, heroin, cocaine, something like that. And I'm the oldest. I'm the firstborn out of my mom and my dad. And they gave me up to my adoption to my grandpa when I was back in the early 80s. Now, I don't want to bore you with all the bullshit, but anyways, I grew up in a very, very sheltered life, and I grew up with listening to Selena's music in Texas in the early 90s, and I remember seeing her talk about, Mexican Americans to be successful and be an idol and, stay off drugs and be in school and, work hard and you can be successful. And I remember drilling that into my mind when I was 5 years old. 5 years old. Here I am, 33 years old, and I was telling myself this at 5 years old because I would sing Selena's music with my mom when I was like back in 1994. But yeah, it was crazy, and looking back on it, that was a huge milestone for me because all my friends and a lot of my family growing up in my teen years, they ended up on drugs. They ended up on meth in Rockdale, Texas. That's where I grew up, Rockdale, Texas. And I didn't follow that path. I stuck to myself, and I was like, I joined the military, and I retired from the military now, and I left Texas, and I moved to Alaska because I hate hot weather. Texas. Fuck Texas. It's my roots, but I can't stand the fucking weather there, dog. Can't stand the fucking weather there. And I was done with it. Now here I am in the biggest state in America, in the coldest state in America, living my dream of adventure and life. And, I have a new girlfriend now, and I really like her, and I think something serious will happen of it. And, my whole life has completely changed since I left Texas, and it's all because of Selena. Because I listened to her message of, the impossible is always possible. If you have a dream, don't let anyone take it away from you. And I put that to my heart. I carried it. For the past 20 years, I carried it with me. In mi corazón. And it paid off. I mean, maybe it sounds super cheesy, but it's the truth, man. It's the truth. My shoulder's getting really sore already, holding my phone up, but I kind of slacked off on shoulder day this week, so I could use it. Anywho, I digress, and that's why I'm motivated to be a Mexicano Americano Carochero. for those that don't speak Spanish, a Mexican bodybuilder. And yeah, stayed off drugs, stayed in school, joined the military, and made myself a man that apparently other people look up to, because I get people from high school that I graduated with like, how did you get your physique? How did you get so buff? I mean, I'm not trying to fucking jerk my own chain, but I get the messages, and I'm like, I just ate right, and I know how to lift weights correctly, the positive and the negative. You got to focus on all of it. I digress. But yeah, I tell them that, and they're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, the majority of it is like what you eat outside of the gym. And oh, shit. And yeah, that's my story. Story of my life. And just putting myself out there, yeah. A lot of my friends, a lot of my family ended up on drugs, meth, heroin. I don't consider weed a drug. Fuck, it's fucking legal in Alaska, but yeah, the other hardcore drugs, cocaine. A lot of all my brothers and sisters, aside from the ones that are still little kids, ended up on that shit except me. And I try to inspire them to be like me, and they get sibling rivalry. That's what it is. It's sibling rivalry. Anyways, I'm done talking about myself. Brawl you out. Here's a chest flex. Gotta get that cut right in between the pecs.